Welcome to the Kendi and Raybo podcast, episode 23, recorded in Kendi's box room.
So anyway, I ended up saying to her, look, I don't care how big you've heard it is, you're not seeing it. And it was a bit awkward because she was like a 19-year-old. She was a tourist. She was a model from Sweden and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, we're recording.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. 23 is live, but it's not live.
No, it's not live.
We're live,
But
though.
in fairness, we may tell people what's going on.
Well, what's going on?
It's Monday.
Yeah.
This episode goes out Tuesday.
Yeah.
We'd never...
This is the latest we've ever recorded.
And it's just because this bank holiday feckin' weekend and the clock's going back and everything going wrong for us, you know?
Yeah.
That hour makes a big difference. That's probably the hour that we doesn't do it in.
The clock's not go forward. We got an extra hour.
Did they? No, they went back. They went back.
But we got an extra hour in bed. So
because that means...
that means they went back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we got it. You get an extra hour by the clock's going back.
Exactly.
So that we got an extra hour, but we didn't do anything with it.
No, we didn't do anything with it. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, I can't use it as an excuse.
But it has been an absolutely crazy weekend. You've been sound engineering all weekend, Dre.
I was busy
at Sligo Live.
Sligo Live. I was in Anderson's Bar and Grill, and I was doing the acoustic stage downstairs.
The handy stage.
And I did 11 bands and acts.
Jesus.
Was that nice now?
Yeah.
And you know the one now that sticks out in my mind?
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
And I go to call them out straight away.
Go on.
I had the pleasure of doing sound for Johnny Cash's grandson last night.
Okay. Can I say something about that? I saw it all over Instagram.
Oh, did you?
Sligo Live was, because I wasn't there, I was gigging all weekend. I saw Sligo Live.
So over Instagram.
Yeah, so you see people saying, oh, Hudson Taylor's on now and this is on. And then they named that, what's his name?
Thomas Gabriel.
So they said, oh, Thomas Gabriel. And then everyone had to have a little line underneath their Instagram saying, it's Johnny Cash's grandson.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, is he any good? Like,
he is. He's quite a good voice. He's really like Johnny Cash, a low,
But
gravelly voice.
Is he gigging at Sligo Live?
What?
Is he gigging at Sligo Live because he has a lovely low, grilly voice? Or because he's Johnny Cash's grandson?
I would say he's Johnny Cash's grandson.
That's so funny because that was the buzz all about town. Your man there, Johnny Cash's grandson. So I don't care if he was Johnny Cash's gardener. Like, I mean, can he sing? Like,
nah, he can. In fairness, now he does a belting version of Falls in Prison.
Of course he does.
And Hurt. And and he has a few of his own songs as well.
All right.
And he had a band over from America.
Brad and Merch.
Yeah, and they were on last night. I had trouble though.
Go on.
It was one of them awkward moments where when they did a sound check and they were grand and he was delighted.
Yeah.
And then they got up to play and I don't know what happened in the meantime. I think this is the case with all bands. Something changes in their head.
Yeah, and they don't like
get
the
up
mix.
then, and as soon as it starts, he's waving at me, pointing at his ears, saying he can't hear feck all.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there not sweating because I've learnt now not to sweat.
Yeah.
One should not sweat when someone is making an egg out of you in front of a room full of people.
Uh-huh.
That's not what you should do. You should stand there and feel sorry for him because he's making an egg of himself.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Because everybody in the room was kind of going, jeez, he's very hard on the lad in the desk, isn't he?
Well, everyone was going, why is he not concentrating?
He spent the whole time going, I can't hear myself.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I can't. And he kept pointing at his ear. He kept looking at me. The whole first 3 songs was a disaster. And of course, when he stopped playing, then there'd be this silence in the crowd.
Yeah.
And oh, Christ above, you could hear a pin drop.
Oh, no.
And all he'd say is, I can't hear my vocal.
Oh my God.
I don't know what's going on here. I think my voice is gone, but I can't hear my voice.
Oh no.
And I don't know, this guy is trying something over here, but it's not working.
So what was it? Just was? Could he hear?
What was it? No, the guitar player turned up.
Oh my God.
The guitar player was louder.
Yeah.
The band were louder. Everyone was louder.
It's not like a guitar player to do that now.
Now, when we discussed this at length, after the gig, it's not like guitar players now not to take an owl.
Yeah.
Normally they go down.
Yeah,
they go down in volume.
Usually they're very accommodating now.
Very accommodating fellas. And they're great for taking instruction.
Yeah.
Do you know, if you were to ask them, geez, you're a bit loud there, would you come back a bit?
Oh, they'd only be delighted if you'd say that's the way. They don't even go, oh, thanks a minute, because I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought I was too loud, to be honest with you. You're after confirming that to me now.
That's the trouble. My God.
So that's what happened then. And anyway, after a couple of songs, they got to a couple of quiet ones.
Yeah.
So a few songs in, they got to a few quiet ones, and lo and behold, then all of a sudden he could hear himself.
Yeah.
And I hadn't changed anything.
Yeah.
Hadn't turned him up at all.
Amazing that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh man, I can hear myself now. I'm fine. I'm fine.
You didn't do that.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I just standing there.
Yeah.
Kind of going, I can't do anything for you. Everything's up to the full.
Yeah.
And so then, and of course, then about 4 or 5 songs later, they go back into the heavy stuff. And again, man is after changing the stuff again. I can't hear myself again.
I hope he doesn't listen.
Well, if you're listening, Thomas, fair play to you. He came up to the end of the night anyway, and he said, "Look, I'm sorry about that."
Yeah.
He apologised to me for berating me over the stage.
Yeah.
But in fairness, I wasn't going to say anything after the gig because he did talk a lot about when he was in prison.
He was in prison,
Yeah,
was he?
yeah. I followed after the granddad, you know.
Yeah, but Johnny Cash didn't go to prison, right?
Just played in prison.
He just played in a prison.
Yeah, but this lad wanted to get involved. So I think he was in prison.
What did he do?
I think he was in prison. Either that or he played a prison gig.
No, I think he shot a man in Reno. I think he actually was in prison. So he did a good stint now.
Very good.
Who else? I saw everyone. I think everyone in Sligo from judging by Instagram last night was at Hudson Taylor. Were you at it?
I went up for a minute.
You went up for a minute?
I went up for a minute.
Hudson Taylor, I thought was a fella.
I thought, well, sure, someone was said, I wonder what time she's starting at.
It's two fellas.
What time is Hudson Taylor? So, well, is she nice, is she?
Yeah,
I don't know any of her songs.
I thought, I'm the same. I thought it was just one fella.
Yes, Jimmy Hudson and Francis Taylor.
Oh, right. Is it Jimmy and Francis? Huh? Do you know Philomena Hudson? Well, her and her fella now have a two-piece going and just their watches going down.
Yeah.
Oh, they do the whole lot. They do a foxtrot, Cayley, country and western, tango, siege of it, the whole fucking lot. And they'll do your waltz then if you wanted the three-step, you see. They're very good now, Philomena and the young fella.
No, I went up for the minute and there were just, it was a bunch, maybe 7 or 8 hippies on stage. Pure
they're
out-there
hipsters.
lads.
They're hipsters.
Hipsters, yeah.
Yeah,
sorry.
they're not hippies,
They're
man.
not hippies, they're hipsters.
Yeah,
Pure hipsters.
very
The
fine
whole lot
line.
of them. Oh, they are. And they were all wearing the fancy shirts and all the fancy hair.
You see, sometimes a hipster, I think in the millennials nowadays would be hipsters first, but then they'll go so far hipster that they'll be smelly and they'll be hippies.
There was one lad walking around with a top hat all day.
Yeah.
And a waistcoat and a fancy shirt. And a pair of flare jeans.
What would Derek say? Notions.
Notions 11.
Notions. Will you come
11.
out of it?
Yeah. But fair play to him. It was a lovely top hat and fairness
You
to him.
enjoyed it?
Oh, I did. See,
Had he a monocle? I bet you there was someone
he
had a
probably
monocle.
had it in there somewhere,
Yeah.
you know. I didn't see him reading the menu now when he was getting the dinner, but he might have had the monocle.
When he's reading his mean tweets, he puts on the monocle. Oh, the notions on you. Will you come out of it, Irish millennials? You're not like that.
I heard they were very good.
Well, yeah,
it was a good.
Hey,
good
it looked like a
atmosphere.
belter, but there was people again on Instagram like singing their music and shit, man. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah?
I don't know this shit.
No,
boy.
I had to look them up too. In fairness,
Are they Irish?
Actually, I couldn't tell you.
Did the Boomtown Rats play the Sligo live?
They did.
When?
They were brought in Knockney on Saturday night.
Yeah,
They did, yeah.
that would have been unbelievable to go and see. I'd say.
Yeah, no, cheers, yeah. Don't take Mondays and all that.
Yeah, you did. I don't enjoy the Mondays.
Don't enjoy the Mondays.
Do you know what the story is behind that song?
No.
Did you ever hear the story? No.
No. Well, I presume it's something straightforward and that he got up one morning and was sick. And he had to go and do something.
No, it ain't, bitch. What happened was, you watched a newscast from somewhere in America, this girl that shot up a school, this woman that shot up a school or something.
Right.
And
Wouldn't be like the Americans to go doing stuff like that.
I
no.
know, yeah, it's weird. Like, it was just...
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know. It just happened. Like.
Go on anyway.
And then they asked her, why did you do it? Or did she kill her husband or something? Something like that. Why did you do it? And she said, because I don't like Mondays.
And he wrote the song because of that.
And he wrote the song based on that.
Oh.
Yeah. No. There's a bit of knowledge for you.
But
Bob
that-
Geldof, he'd be a good friend of mine, you see, but he told me that. No one else knows that.
How come he's not here and so
I
guest
said,
on the
Bobby,
show?
because he flat out the poor devil.
Right.
I said, Bobby, come here to me. He said, Kenty, what you want? I said, how did you write I don't like Mondays? Were you a teacher or something? He said, I checked Kenty. And I said, Bobby, to be honest, you're born the arse, man. That's a shite story. And I walked away from him.
You were the only one to call him Bobby as well, is it?
Yeah, sorry. I said,
Yeah.
I'm right about Bob Geldof,
Yeah,
but he lets
sorry,
me
yeah.
call him Bobby.
Yeah.
I should have said that. I'm such an idiot. Obviously, people wouldn't get that. I call him Bobby.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Shut up about it now.
No, you shut up about it. Right?
Come here. Did you find? I found that on Instagram over the weekend. Obviously, as young Emer was flicking through stuff like yourself.
Yeah.
And it's like everybody has their own little TV channel.
Yeah, it's cool though, isn't it?
When you're going through stories, it's like someone on a television flicking through television.
Change over to one.
Yeah.
Change over to one.
And you're flicking between them. And then when you get to it, then it's like you're skipping fast and forward through the programme.
And Ray, there's some ones that we don't fast forward through now.
No,
there's
not.
a certain kind of clientele
Where you press pause.
where I would press pause. We had this conversation. I'm not going to call him out because he killed me. I had this conversation with someone before that I would have a tendency maybe to watch certain young ones' Instagram stories above
Other
fellas.
people's. Right, okay.
Instagram stories.
Okay.
And
Healthy, Mark. It's healthy.
yeah.
It's good for you.
Anyway,
Sorry, folks.
Your
Mark's
man
kind of a fair giddy here now.
your man says to me, I get excited when it comes to young ones. Anyway, what can I say? Your man says to me, can you imagine if Instagram sent notifications to yours as to how if someone had paused on your video and next thing one of the young ones in Sligo's getting a message saying Mark Henry paused on your story for an hour and a half.
But how would you do that with the finger on it? Oh, I suppose you still have one. Oh, that's gone. Oh, that's gone.
How would you do what? Oh, jeez.
Right, move swiftly on there now.
Eva was on him on Instagram anyway, was she? Go on.
Yeah. But apparently you get a notification if you take a screenshot.
Do you?
I have a few friends now
Oh,
that...
no.
Did you not know that?
No, joking.
That's all right.
I'd never take that
Oh,
risk.
there's one or two fellas I know that would be great men for taking photos of
yeah.
Instagram pictures, and was completely shocked when he found out that they get a notification.
I didn't know that, but I wouldn't take that risk. It's always the... Can they see that?
Anyway, no, I just thought it looked like television stations. That's
Yeah,
all.
well, it is Instagram TV now, you know.
Yeah, it is. It's television.
We could technically broadcast this on Instagram TV. I've often thought about it.
Too much work.
There's too much edits.
Too much. Yeah. That was Sligo Live.
That was your weekend, man. I was gone all weekend.
Where
I
were
had
you?
an absolute night. Well, no. Just in case anyone's wondering what a weekend in Kennedy's life is like.
Now, will you give us not the boring version of it?
No.
Give us the exciting version of it now.
Doolin.
Doolin.
I
Where's
went to-
that? That's County Clare.
A blow to Doolin into County Clare.
Right.
I fed a fox chicken. They have a pet fox in the hotel. I shite my trousers.
A pet fox.
We landed down, and then we were loading out the gear afterwards, right? And there was a fox sitting above on top of the steps beside the van. And I
Pure
went,
tame.
shoo, you. Right? He went nowhere. He said, Kendi, what are you shooting at me for? I ain't going nowhere.
Is that the way you
Yeah.
deal with foxes?
And the scut looked me dead in the eyes, right?
Yeah.
And he started walking and hopping up on top of the bins and everything, right? And I shite my trousers there, filled them up with cake. And next thing, the manager comes out. He's eating a snack box because they had a snack box at half-time food.
Oh, lovely.
It was tremendous.
This is a wedding you were at.
It was a
now.
wedding.
Right.
And the
Doolin.
half-time grub was a snack box.
Right.
So anyway, we were loading out the gear. They were giving us snack boxes before we went.
Mm-hmm.
Manager comes out with a snack box and he looks at the fox and he says, oh, and he goes back inside the door and he brings out a snack box for the fox. I shit you not, that happened. He brought out a snack box and started feeding the fox.
You're telling me there's a fox sitting there on top of one of your basebins eating a snack box?
Eating a snack box.
Only in Clare.
Huh? And says is that not a bit mad? And he said, no, there's two of them. He said, he's the calm one, luckily enough.
Yeah.
He said he has a friend, though, who'd take the hand clean off you. Right. And he tried to feed the other fella a snack box one time, thinking it was the calm fella.
Yeah.
And he snapped the hand off him. He snapped the hand. I said, how did you know that was him this time? So, and he said, I took a guess. I said, you have rabies. Lovey.
Where are we after Doolin then?
Doolin, we went below to Thurles.
Thurles. What
We
was
did
on
it-
down there?
Huh?
Another wedding.
Another wedding in Thurles, Friday night.
Yeah, okay.
It was a tremendous wedding.
Yeah.
There's some weddings now, I hope they're not listening, based on the dancing. Hot Fuzz aren't great, Ray. I'll say that straight away. Sometimes people dance like we're the best band they've ever heard, and it comes down to one thing, Ray, I think. I think it might be Coke. I think some
Just
weddings...
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just Coca-Cola.
People
Some
drinking
weddings,
not drinking like they're drinking fizzy drinks
Yeah.
and they're wired with the sugar.
Sometimes at weddings I go, you couldn't be going that daft
Yeah, no, it's
to
definitely
La
fizzy
Bamba
drinks.
and Twist and Shout.
Yes, definitely fizzy drinks.
So it's Coca-Cola, mate.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
That was a Coca-Cola wedding for some of them, I think.
Yeah,
maybe.
I'd say so. That's good now. I like the way we dealt with that.
Tell me what?
Dealt with the fact that they were drinking fizzy drinks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, very fizzy drinks now. So that was a bit of a Coca-Cola wedding.
Yeah.
Then Saturday we had a tremendous wedding below in Claregalway then.
Jeez, you were busy.
And that is when... Wait, do you want to know what the big conversation of Saturday night was? And we have it every year at once a year we have this.
Oh.
Do you know what it is?
I do.
What is it?
Oh, because I had it on Saturday night as well. I was standing there at what was 3 o'clock,
Right.
about to turn off the CD player,
Right.
but I was playing, now 100,
Yeah.
keeping people dancing no more than yourself in the fizzy drinks.
Right.
And I was thinking to myself, but sure, it's not 3 o'clock now, it's 2 o'clock.
No, it wasn't
Do
that
I-
though. That's good though. I forgot
But do
about
I
that.
keep going? Do I keep
Yeah.
going now for another hour?
Yeah, yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
The pubs get an extra hour out of this.
That's the thing. Yeah, yeah. So when you're doing a wedding and let's say you're DJing, you're going, oh no, Do I have to keep going now? Or do I have another hour to do? That's right. Did you do another hour?
No, I didn't, me shy.
I think the pub saying no. It's
Yeah. You can leave now.
But that wasn't the conversation we had. We had the conversation that we have every year, once a year, around October, November. Oh, it's taking a turn, lads.
What?
It's taking a turn.
The weather.
The weather, man. Saturday night was Baltic.
It was cold.
Absolutely. And we were going, oh, that's it. It's done. Now.
That's the summer over.
The woolly hats came out. I got a woolly hat off my sister during the summer. A New England Patriots woolly hat. And I've been mad to wear it.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for the weather to take a turn. Oh, that reminds me as well. A big happy birthday to Ellie as well, my little
that's
sister.
right, yeah. And Luigi Noor.
Little Luigi knew her, and was it Saturday or Sunday? She turned 21.
21 plus VAT.
Yeah, plus that. Yeah. So Luigi, and fair play to you as well.
Yeah.
But anyway, the weather took a turn, Ray, and that's it now. We have to wear it. I'm wearing the New England woolly hat for the winter.
I notice you have the window closed. Is there a particular reason for the window?
Because the weather took a turn, Ray.
But what about me?
It took a turn. Why? Do you want to open it?
I'd love the window open. So we've no sound of dogs barking in the background or
I know, but are
planes flying overhead or nothing.
Are we going to open the window in the second week of January?
We'll have to because it's tradition.
Oh my God.
Good lad. Oh, that's nice now, a bit of freshness.
So that was Saturday, and then last night, Ray.
Go on.
I was down. There was 3 weddings in a row.
Yeah.
And last night I was in Killarney.
Yeah.
County Kerry.
What was that? Not the wedding.
Not a wedding.
That was the
We're
grand.
playing the grand in Killarney, and 'twas grand.
Yeah.
Now, I have a gripe with Killarney.
Go on.
I was pure excited. Everyone's going to think I'm a creep on this. I promise you I'm not that creepy, really. Okay?
Yeah.
I was expected to go down to... I was excited to go down to Killarney and expect to see Lovely. It's the bank holiday Sunday before Halloween.
Yes.
The young ones, Ray.
Dressed up. The young ones will be dressed up.
And I said
There'll be loads of sexy nurses hanging about.
I was going, this is going to be tremendous.
Yeah.
And we were hanging out in the backstage area.
You must have worn the tightest pant.
I wore the tightest pant I had, Ray.
Good lad.
With to get the arse out.
Well, yeah, and your dinner over to one side.
Yeah, to get a bit of no. Has to go somewhere, right?
Yeah. Go on.
I landed out.
Yeah.
And looked down. There was no one dressed up at all.
What?
There was no one dressed up.
I noticed that all weekend as well. There was feck all dressed up.
So
There was one unbelievably hot dark angel or something, angel of Satan.
Right.
And fair play to her. She landed in for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm kind of perplexed now because I didn't get a gig of
Of goodness.
yeah. Because I think it's on Wednesday night, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
I ain't gigging no Wednesday night, and I'm going out.
But you will do fancy dress and fiddlers on Wednesday night.
I know, but I'm going out.
Yeah, but we'll get you dressed up.
I know, but Nicola's coming out as well.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to get in so much trouble. Because there's no flies on Nicola.
No.
She knows I looked at a bureau before I looked at her. That's the truth.
She knows your type at this stage.
She says
she
to
spots the woman and
Yeah.
goes, wait for it,
Yeah.
wait for it. Next thing.
She goes, she says to me, stop.
Yeah.
Right? This is the truth. Right?
Before you've looked at the girl.
And I go, what are you on about? And I turn around and see a stop. And she'll go, no, stop.
No, stop.
She knows well. She
That's
leads
mad.
it like.
Jeez, I'm lucky now. Emer isn't that on the ball. Emer it surprises her as much as ever.
Yeah.
When I do it, she's like, are you looking at her? Oh yeah.
Let's say we were going out now, me and you, on Wednesday night, and it is Wednesday night.
Yeah.
And we will be out.
Dandy men on the town.
If we took a couple's costume, Ray, would me and you?
What would we do?
What would we go as if me and you took a couple's costume?
A couple's costume.
Yeah. You know,
Oh, I'm with you.
like I was thinking, like maybe, like let's say me and you went as Batman and Robin.
That'd be very funny.
No, I'd be Batman.
What do you mean you'd be Batman?
I'd be Batman, obviously.
I think you'd be more like Robin.
I doubt it, Ray. If
Well,
I'm
I'd be the
honest.
bigger fella. Robin is the smaller fella.
No, but you're talking about alpha and beta here. Kind of.
Yeah, but
So,
it'd
like-
look fair stupid now if Robin was bigger than Batman.
Yeah, but that's not the point. It's who in the relationship, who's got the physical prowess.
I know, but I could fight crime way better than you could ever
I
fight crime.
doubt it, Ray. I doubt
You
it.
can't even stick blood.
I took 2 judo classes, Ray, and you don't know what you're messing with. Okay, well, let's maybe put Batman and Robin. That's probably a bad example. What about, like, if we went as Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson?
Oh yeah,
I'd
yeah.
obviously be Sherlock Holmes.
No, see, again, you see, I don't mean to get at you here, but again, Sherlock Holmes is the taller fella, like.
I wouldn't really be looking at it in terms of their physical. It'd be more
Not mental. I'm right.
like
Go
let's- I'm
Father
thinking
Ted
more
and
about.
Dougal.
Yeah, I'd obviously be Father Ted.
Again, you can't be Father Ted because you're smart. I'm afraid your height is against you for a lot of these outfits.
What?
Your height is against you.
I don't really. No, I'm not thinking about it in terms of the height. I'm thinking about it in terms of who we are and us as a duo.
What about Laurel and
Who
Hardy?
comes out. I don't remember Laurel and Hardy, so I don't know
Alright.
which one of them is the alpha. I don't know which one. Which one's alpha? Which one's alpha?
I don't actually know either, but I know there's a big one and a small one. And that suit was fine.
No, you're
'cause I'd
thinking
just be
too
the big
much.
one.
You're thinking
I'd be
too much of
Hardy.
height. No,
Huh?
you're thinking too much of height. Think about me and you and our relationship. I'm the Batman in our relationship.
There you fuck.
I'm the Sherlock Holmes in
No,
our
you're not.
relationship. I don't know where you're getting this from, Ray. I think you're sadly mistaken if you
I'm
think.
going to have to put a bit of thought in this. And folks, you have now, the podcast will be out Tuesday night. So the few that might listen to it on Tuesday night, if you
Yeah.
could send us in a few suggestions
For couples costumes, for
for a
Kendi and
couple of
Raybo.
costumes for me and you.
Yeah.
We could just get 2 plastic bags and dress up as witches.
Well, that's what we used to do when we were kids, like, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Like a black bag was
Black
all
bag.
you had, and you get a mask out of Super Values on below.
Or a sheet with the howls cut out.
What would you? Was that what you would dress up as?
I don't remember.
Do you remember when you dressed up as?
wished. I remember I got a real scary mask once. And that did me for about 6 Halloweens.
Go away.
Oh, it was very scary. It was like an creepy old man mask. And it was great.
A paedophile mask.
Yeah, and it was kind of every Halloween I'd come to it and I go, I'm sorry for this. It's like when you have the soup for the wedding. And then you get the next 18 weddings out of it.
That'll do me now
Yeah,
for a good
that'll do
while.
me now for a good while. I was the same with the Halloween mask.
The big one when we were kids, because the film was huge, was Scream. So the Scream
the
mask.
Scream mask,
Jeez,
yeah.
the Scream mask was
Yeah.
massive, man.
Yeah, very
When
important.
we'd be walking around, you know?
What was I thinking there now? Would you have ever had Halloween parties in the house? Am I that old that I had Halloween
Yeah,
parties?
we wouldn't have had. I would have had friends around, like, you know, when you get into your late teens and you're, I'm not going trick or treating
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
But you still want loads of stuff. Do you know what I used to have?
Go on.
And it made me the belle of the ball, Ray.
Mm-hmm.
This made me the belle of the ball. I had fireworks.
How did you get fireworks?
I don't know. I think
Bob Geldof
No.
dropping them down here, was he?
this is terrible. They were great parents now, let me tell you. But I think Mum and Dad went up north and got us fireworks.
Class.
So I could be the cool dude, right?
Yeah.
So everyone came to Cashel Park when
Because
we
you
were
were,
teens.
did you do your own fireworks
I did
display?
my own fireworks display.
I'm surprised you still have all the
It was
fingers in your
tremendous
hands.
crack. And also, and they won't mind me saying it, the McGuinness twins,
Right.
2 friends of mine, they had fireworks. Maybe I got them off them. I must ask them that. Martin, did I get fireworks off you?
Is that a phone call,
Hello?
Mark? That's
Martin, can you hear me? Hello? Did I get fireworks off you? Kieran, hello?
Come here.
Yeah, so that's I used to have.
Did you have the
fireworks.
illegal fireworks trade in school?
That's where it also used to all go down.
Oh, mighty crack.
Yeah.
Like, there'd be 1 or 2 cool kids that'd tip up the north and they'd get a rake of bangers, or black hats they were called.
That was the McGuinnesses.
Yeah. Was that the McGuinnesses?
That was
in
the
Castlereagh?
McGuinnesses. They were firework mules.
Yeah.
Oh man, you wouldn't mess with it. They had a cartel.
But you'd be afraid of the stuff you get as well. I mean, more
Yeah.
than the fizzy drinks. You'd be afraid you get a bad batch.
Yeah.
Do you know?
One of them would go off early or.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same as drugs. Yeah. It's the exact same as dealing drugs, but they were dealing
You're
fireworks.
kind of getting the bag of black hats and you're going, I know, you're sure now these weren't left in a wet spot or, you know, left outside for a night. I
Yeah.
don't want them to be soggy and blow up your hand like.
Yeah. But I had so many left over that I found them like 8 years later behind my couch.
You did not.
And I was going, you know, oh, the more than the beer. Is there a sell-by date in these things? I can't be setting them off.
Well, we do the beers.
Oh, we do the beers.
Yeah.
We do always get
Sure,
caught
it's the
up.
bank holiday Monday.
Sorry, no.
Yeah, no, into the mic, yeah. Give it up there.
My God, I'm absolutely... I'm on the way out, Ray. I'm going to ring the priest. Get the last rites. That's the truth. Mother of God.
Now, hold on now. I have
Flat out.
a message for you, Jaxie.
Go on.
Let's see, can I find the bloody thing now?
A message for me.
A message for Kendi. Oh, there it is. Now, the beers we have today are special beers.
Are they?
They have been donated upon us, right?
Marvellous.
They come from the Beer Club. Have you ever heard of the Beer Club?
No.
The Beer Club, I think, is an online website
Oh, yeah.
where you can buy beers and they're delivered. Like the very
brilliant.
next day. No boring beers need apply. That's their stat. So that's good, like.
No, Schmiddix, okay.
Anyway, there was a letter in the box that came to the house. Fair
Right.
play to Ciara Stunningham. She got the box.
Ciara Stunningham.
Yeah, the man came with the box. She took the box.
So someone delivered this to the door.
Someone delivered this to the door of my house.
All right.
And when I opened the big box, it was a big box.
Big box.
Big
though.
box, I was thinking, gee, someone's after sending me 24 bottles of stuff. Because it said the Beer Club on the side, but it was
Yeah.
very light.
Yeah.
So it was deceptive.
You were
But
thinking,
anyway,
yeah.
I opened it up and on the very top there was this letter. Dear Kendi and Raybo, here are the fancy artisan craft beers I promised. Sláinte boys. Podcasts get me started every Wednesday morning. Mighty crack. Keep up the laughing, the sneering and the shite talk. From lovely Michael.
Oh.
Young Joanne's boyfriend.
Go
Michael.
away.
Yeah, your
Jesus.
arch nemesis.
My arch nemesis.
Then
yeah.
he goes on then to appeal to you directly. P.S. For attention of Lucius Aurelius Commodus Kendi. My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius,
No.
Commander of the Armies of the North, General of the Felix Legions, loyal servant to the true Emperor Marcus Aurelius, boyfriend to Raymond's sister, Joanne, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next.
Oh, no.
So maybe you're getting to him.
Well, Michael, let me tell you something. I am Mark Kennedy of Cashel Park, Castlereagh on the Knock Road, right? And there's a graveyard across the road from my house, boy, and I filled half it. So now, let you come out now and fight, right?
Yeah.
This goes out to you, Junkie Joe, Michael. Okay? Let's get it out, Michael.
I was well informed that this is the bottle that you're getting.
Oh, no. Did he poison it?
No. There you are, Lexi.
What's it called? A bog hopper. Smart ass. That's brilliant. Did he send us all this
He
stuff?
did, yeah. So
Michael, you're some gentleman.
I got a bottle of Bog Hopper American Pale Ale.
You got the
And
IPA.
she's produced
the
Donegal,
APA.
like. So she's a Donegal job.
Smart ass. Well, jeez, you're the right funny man, Michael, huh?
Yeah, you're right for it. Do you know what it is
funny
then?
man,
Brewed
Mike.
bottled at the Bog Hopper Brewery, Unit 6, Kildare, Muff, County Donegal.
Oh, above in the muff.
She'd be a Muff beer.
Oh, should be a muff beer. Huh?
You've had a Muff beer, will you go home?
That's your best one yet. That's brilliant.
And I just come up with that on the spot.
Right, I'm glad to tell you, you're getting up there, boy. Call me sensei. Let me have a suck at this. See what it's like. Smart ass me.
Jesus, that's strong. Holy Mary, Mother of God.
Jeez, it's a very interesting taste, that. Is that a cider? It's very nice. It's
Can I have a
very...
little taste?
Yeah, you gotta taste that, man. It's very... I've never tasted something like that before, now. Isn't that mental? You don't like it? You're like a baby after eating a lemon. You're like a baby after eating a lemon, mate.
Smart as me arse. Mother of God. Oh, jeez. And you like that, do you?
I'm enjoying it. It's kind of cidery, yeah.
Look at my one going again. It's like a
Oh,
fountain.
lads.
It's like someone put washing up liquid in the beer.
Tis, yeah. Pop rocks a coke job. Huh? You know?
Oh, we'll take a little minute now to try and collect yourself. You got fair giddy there now.
Did you? I got a bit too...
Fair giddy, didn't
I got a
you?
bit too giddy.
Enjoyed that now, so I did.
Giddy gander.
Herself was out on Saturday night.
Okay. Shall I go
I'd
live?
be very careful now. So I should start writing some of this down, preparing it before I come in to stop myself saying something stupid.
Okay.
Herself was out on Saturday night and she bought a new top in pennies.
Oh, she was delighted.
Now, the only way I can describe this top, it was lingerie. Right? That's what it was.
Okay.
Flat out lingerie. When I seen it in the bag, I was thinking, fantastic.
Ray, she'd kill you, boy.
Fantastic. I was thinking 5 years in, now she's getting the right stuff below in pennies. She's after finding the right section now, lad. This was going to be class.
That's what they're wearing nowadays, Ray.
But this is the thing. It's gotten to the point now where women are wearing more to bed than they're wearing out in a night out.
Yes. Yeah, that's a great way of putting it.
It's spun around.
That's a great way of putting it. They are wearing more to bed.
There was a time where going to bed was where you wear the fancy stuff.
Yeah.
But no, now it's 14 layers of pyjamas.
I've seen Nicola wearing more in the shower than I see young ones wearing on the night out.
Yeah.
It's absolutely staggering the way it's gone now. It is staggering, like, what they're wearing out.
Just I couldn't believe it. She had it on her and she was getting changed on Saturday night. Came home for like a small bit of a break and she had the lingerie on.
And you
And
said,
I was
"Oh."
thinking, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And then she said, I'm on my way out. I'm going to meet the girls for dinner. And that I said,
That's unreal, isn't it?
oh, Christ above. Fair play to her.
But what do you make of it, though, in general? Do you think, let them off and wear it? Like,
Oh, well, now in fairness, I think it's great.
no, of course
I
you
think
do.
it's great.
No,
I think more girls should be doing it.
I actually don't give a shit. If you want to go out and wear whatever you want to wear it by.
Yeah. But you know
But
what this yoke was?
You have to be ready for Kenny to look at you. That's what I'm saying.
That is in fairness. I
Don't
say,
wear it like
yeah, if you're not,
if you're not ready to.
Yeah, and just before Kendi looks at you, you hear a stop in the background.
Well, can I
from
just
young
say,
Nicola.
I get that fellas are creepy weirdos. We are, like, that's what we do. Do you know what happened last night, right?
Go on.
There was a hen party in Killarney, which is my kryptonite, hen parties.
Right.
Because to drive me demented, but these
drive
were
you
nice
demented,
people.
okay.
Yeah, these were nicer people now,
Yeah.
right? And this fella came in with big, mad sideburns. Big man now, and he had a shirt on. And they said, awful funny. He's got his hair slicked back,
Yeah.
big sideburns. Let's put up his collar. He's going to be the head clean off Elvis Presley.
Right.
So one of the hen party girls goes, oh, that's very funny. Put up his collar. He was the head clean off Elvis Presley.
Right.
Now, Elvis, around the year he died now. I'd say
Okay,
he was-
fair enough.
He had a few burgers in him, like, right? And next thing, that was fair crack. And the girl said, oh, great crack with him.
Yeah.
Now we're back. 2 hours, Ray. He would not leave them alone.
Oh, he plagued them.
He absolutely played. He thought that by them
was
putting
in.
up the collar, that's it, I'm in with
Yeah.
these. And he would not. I felt like stopping the gig and going, look, man, I know you're trying. And fair play to you
Yeah.
for trying. They're elbowing you. They're pushing you. You have to get it. They have no interest in you, boy. He
That's-
just couldn't. And he wasn't loaded drunk. He just couldn't understand.
That's something now.
Go on.
that I was thinking the same thing last night with me Johnny Cash's grandson incident. Aren't there moments, especially when you're doing a gig in a pub,
Yeah.
You have all the power.
Well, you think you do.
Well, you do, because you have a
They
microphone
think
in
they
front
have
of you.
the power. Yeah.
You have a microphone in front of you, and you can stop the whole thing dead.
Yeah, I like
You
that.
can create silence.
I've been known to do that.
And then you can talk whatever you want over the mic.
Yeah.
You can call that lad out and says,
Yeah.
will you leave them alone?
Yeah, will you let me alone, will you? Hello? Let me alone.
It's mad what you can do.
Yeah.
Equally last night when the book was given out to me, there was a thought that crossed my head. I was going, do you know what I'm going to do here? I'm just going to turn it all off.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get out in front and I'm going to say, folks, I'm afraid this fella's a bollocks. Excuse that now. We're going to have a little 5-minute break and I'm going to tell him he's a bollocks.
Well, look, you're part of that kind of sound engineers that get awful gripe, like, and there's only so much you can do, you know? But let me tell you, you don't get half the gripe that people get off hen parties.
Yeah, they're cat.
Hen parties, man. Did I ever tell you the story of the hen party that walked out on me in Fiddlers?
No. Walked out in front of you or just walked out?
Walked out the door. Hot Fuss were doing a gig inside in Fiddlers.
Right.
Creek, Sligo. Have you ever mentioned that pub before?
Never. Not his first time. Yeah.
So Kendi goes in. These crowd come up and say, Patricia's on her hen party.
Fair play to Patricia.
I say, fair play to Patricia, enjoying her hen party.
Yeah.
Down below.
Yeah.
I hope you're enjoying the night.
It was nice of them to inform you.
Yeah, and I don't mind. Let them inform me. And I'd say, Patricia, great stuff.
Yeah.
Now, there was a 30th birthday on at another table.
Yeah.
And they had a cake ready for them coming out. So we played Happy Birthday for the cake that came out onto the table and said, Happy 30th birthday to whoever else, Eileen. Fair play to her.
Fair play to Eileen.
One of Patricia's posse comes back up. It's Patricia's hen party. And I said, yeah, but there's a birthday as well. And I was saying this over the mic.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, but you have to say Patricia. And I said, I already gave her a shout out. She wanted it to just be Patricia's night. So she was so annoyed that we did a happy birthday for someone.
Did she round up the posse and
She
left?
rounded up everybody and 20 women walked out the door.
Jesus.
Across us.
Yeah. And
Because-
did you roar abuse them as they walked out?
No, I didn't, because just because it was Patricia's night.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, hen parties now. This is Kendi's hot topic, hot off the shelf, bit of hot advice for you all. If you're on a night out in a pub on your hen party, you're not the only ones that are in the pub. Now, there we go. And I'm happy to give you a shout out. Kendi, happy enough to shout out 20 women.
Yeah.
Huh? I'd bring you home if you want.
Yeah, right.
I'd get you in the bus the whole lot. But you're not the only ones there. And if there's a birthday, we're going to shout out a birthday as well.
Wouldn't it have been funny if you would sang Happy Birthday, Patricia?
That would have been deadly. That was the way to go.
Fine.
We'll
Fine,
do it.
so, Patricia.
But she got so annoyed, man. She couldn't believe that there was someone else in the pub that was getting attention.
You'll get people like that.
Well, I get plenty of people like that, let me tell you.
On
Stag
top-
parties are just as bad, by the way.
They are indeed.
That's just to level it out so no one calls Kendi a sexist. Men are dickheads too.
And are just as bad.
Huh?
Huh?
But they're not though. Stag parties are the handiest, man.
Stag parties are
They
lovely
just
fellas.
go.
Lovely fellas.
Yeah.
Full of drink, just one little dance.
Yeah, but we can't tell the people that because
No,
they'll be going,
we'll say
you're calling out the women. Shut up. I hate our listeners, Rafe. Can I be honest with you? I absolutely hate. Emer was wearing lingerie.
Yeah, she was. Yeah. I get back to that then. It was what they call a playsuit. Are you familiar with this?
It goes up around the chassis.
That's right. It
And
goes
it's-
up around the chassis.
And it ties up around the gun area.
Yeah. Where did you find that word out? That is a new word.
I can't tell you what it means.
Where is that from?
I can't tell you what it means. It actually doesn't. It ties
Is
up.
it around the tisn't?
No, yeah, the gooch. Ties up around the gooch to play a suit. I know it. You have two little buttons. I mean, I can't. I've never seen a woman put it on, but all I can imagine is the legs are up, and one leg is up on a table, and they're trying to button two things around on the gooch.
It's the strangest thing.
Yeah, and they're all. It's so weird. Oh, I'm about to pinch the hair. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, but then they have hair underpants inside in it.
So they wear underpants too.
Or inside, under it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's weird, man.
Women, why do you
Right.
want to persecute yourselves out in pubs between that and heels?
Like, it's kind of the big thing now,
But
isn't it?
Why does it need to be up around the Gucci area?
But it is what it is
why don't
now.
they just tuck them into the jeans and leave it at that?
Well, come here. Nicola don't be wearing that kind of stuff now. She wouldn't be into it.
Right.
But
How do you know how they
what's
work?
the back of it?
How do you know how they work?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how they work. I can only imagine.
You're after describing them pretty
Yeah,
quick.
but that's what I could
leg up,
visualize.
Yeah.
I know nothing about it, Ray. Shut up.
You know where the buttons are?
I
Ian?
don't know. Don't know anything about it.
So you never tried one of these on yourself, no?
No, I did, yeah. And it separated me. It separated me. It was like when two oranges rolled into the corner of the bag.
I have the this horrible image of one of them now and a man.
Hey,
and the two oranges off to left and right. the buttons up inside.
That's
a lovely. There's a couple's outfit now for Halloween for us. Two freaking playsuits.
Two playsuits. But they're not playsuits though. I thought playsuits are the...
I don't know what
are they called? Can some woman... Oh, I was going to say viewer, but they get...
no, we get loads of texts now about this.
No, but someone tell us what they're called is all. We just want to know what they're called. But Ray, I've never seen one because Nicola don't be wearing them. So what's the back of them? Is it a thong at the back? Or does it go up the half cheek?
It's like a nappy.
So it's quite big at the back, is it?
No, well, I don't think...
Do you know what I mean? The back area.
It is quite big at the back. It's Bridget Jones' job, yeah.
So it's not a thong?
No, it's not a thong.
So when you take that off, you look a bit daft.
How do you mean?
When you take off the pant.
What pant?
Like she didn't go out just wearing just...
Oh, she had jeans on. Oh, like
yeah, that's what I mean. You take off the jeans, does she look ridiculous? Does her arse look ridiculous?
Well, sure, it's like a swimsuit.
All right, okay. It's like a swimsuit, but it's not
it's basically like a one-piece swimsuit.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And then they have to tie it around the... Oh,
well, they have to clip it in then.
It's so weird.
It's just not right.
I don't know. I mean, I just imagine us going, I want my T-shirt to stay down, tucked in. Yeah. So I got to tie it around my bag. I go wrap it around my bag.
We'll have to stop now. We'll have to stop. Just getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand, lads. This is what happens now when you leave an episode late. She ends up being 32 minutes of the worst chatting
That's
ever.
The best chat.
So apologies, folks, if we're only in the early 30s this week. The reason being, we've had a long week and now we're pure giddy and drinking the strongest beer that was ever delivered in a box.
Oh, yeah, that's it. It's pure strong. Gee, lot of yeast in the whole lot going on inside it and barley in the whole lot.
Speaking of yeast and barley and beers.
Yes.
You seen the big drama that happened during the week?
Of what?
Me coming to terms with the fact that there's such a thing as a chicken and ham sandwich.
Oh, I know, I saw it. How did you not know there's such thing as a chicken and ham?
I'm going to stop you right
There's
there.
turkey and ham.
There is turkey and ham. But have you ever, in all your days frequenting Manny's a filling station, seen a chicken and ham sandwich in a pre-packaged case sitting in the fridge waiting for you to purchase it?
Probably not. Babe.
No, there's no probably about it.
I haven't.
Never. There is no such thing as a pre-packaged chicken and ham sandwich.
I've seen
and
chicken
I've been all over the world, lads.
You've seen it
I've been all over the world, lads. Not once.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as chicken and ham sandwiches.
Go away.
However, apparently people do order it at delis.
Yeah, like I did a chicken and ham sandwich. Wouldn't face Kendy at all.
Yeah, but I'd figure chicken and ham are diametrically opposed meats.
Why would you say that? If turkey and ham.
No, turkey and ham's different. Turkey is the lesser chicken. Would you see turkey and ham sandwiches pre-packaged?
Yeah, you would around winter time. Yeah, for sure.
But would you see chicken and ham?
No, you probably wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
No.
Have I spotted something that is wrong with society?
Yeah, you probably have.
I have. But then fair play to Fidel and Censor there on Castles, right?
Yeah.
They took an notion and they decided to make a pre-packaged chicken and ham
sandwich. And what do they call it?
They called it the Ray McAndrew special.
The Ray McAndrew. And are they selling it or just did they make the one?
They made 3 of them.
They made 3 of them?
Yeah, they made 3 of them. Sold out.
Yeah.
Sold out, yeah.
That they sold out the first day.
First day, all gone. Yeah, that was it. A limited run. That was me.
Out the door.
Yeah.
She made 3 and they
sold
out.
There are a lot of them on order now.
Yeah, are they? Yeah, they're back
only available on order now.
They're flat out.
Stock. Yeah.
Absolutely flat out.
You drive a car, don't you, Kenny?
Yeah, I've been known to drive Skoda.
What do you do when the lights come on the dashboard?
Like what light?
Well, you tell me. Like
sometimes the check light comes on.
What? The check light?
The check light. Yeah.
The check light. What's the check light?
One of my reg lights is a wee bit loose.
Oh, okay. Oh, check your lights.
Yeah, the check light.
Oh, you have a check light?
I have a check light.
The problem I have is at the moment what was it? Thursday, Friday morning. I come into the van, and it always happens when you're walking up to your caravan. You think, "Geez, this yoke is doing me serious time." Like as in, it's going great for me, and it's just when that thought comes into your head. It's like when you're getting the flu. Yeah. So, geez, I haven't got the flu yet, and an hour later you'll have the flu. It's something weird. Like when I got into the van,
I know what you're going to say. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Into the van. 2 lights pop up on the board.
Of course they do.
On the dashboard.
Once you said, "Geez, it's ticking over."
Geez, this van is ticking over lovely.
It's ticking over like a mouse's heart. Is what most people would say.
That's what they say.
That's what I'd say.
Yeah, it's like turf on a fire.
Yeah.
Going great.
Huh.
Now, 2 lights up.
Yeah.
Problem is, these 2 lights don't mean anything to me. It's like a different language.
Right.
Do you notice that?
Yeah.
Why don't they just put on dashboards of cars like a little text thing where a little bit of text comes up going, "Your air filter is fucked."
Ray, can I you're telling me about welfare problems, bitch.
What do you mean? What do you mean welfare?
Because you drive an 07 van.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you drive a 132 Skoda. It'll tell you exactly what's it'll say, "Jez, the light there in the front left. She a bit dodgy."
Does it come up in text?
It comes up and tells you, yeah.
Oh,
on the screen.
So I'm just driving a vintage yoke.
Yeah, Ray, this kind of means nothing to me. I don't really get this. What you're saying. I got a message on me yoke saying your reg plate light buy is gone.
Go away.
And it says it in Sligo talk like that. Well, boy, your registered lie is gone, boy. I got the
Can you program the car to Sligo?
Yeah,
I
you
suppose,
can.
yeah, when the car is registered in Sligo,
It changes to a Sligo accent.
You know the song from Meatloaf? I
would do anything for yours, but I won't do that.
But it's an amazing too when you get in down relationship. That one thing becomes many, many things. I would do anything for love, but I won't do all of that stuff. No, and I'm talking more about boers than fellas.
Right.
When you meet them first, anything's possible.
Oh,
there might be one thing they won't do, but everything else is possible. You know, they might want to cook breakfast, we said. Maybe they don't like cooking breakfast. Or they don't like doing dinners.
Okay.
You know, but everything else is on the cards. And you're thinking, it's great, I met the perfect woman.
Right.
And then as time goes on,
It's gone. Yeah.
it's gone. I will do anything for love.
Except
but I won't
for
do all of this stuff here on the list.
Well, there's one thing that most viewers won't do for love. Do you know what it is?
We just leave it there.
Jesus Christ.
And that's where the song comes from.
You reckon that was
that's the inspiration behind the song, because I don't think it was Meatloaf that did it first. It was Celine Dion.
It wasn't.
It was Celine Dion, and
Celine
she
Dion
was talking
said-
about her own personal experience.
Yeah.
That she'd do anything for love, but she won't do
I'm
that.
not doing that.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
No fucking way. But then it's ironic, then the Meatloaf then decided to do it then after that, you know?
Well, maybe he was into some shit, Ray.
Maybe he was sharing her views.
Maybe he was into some stuff. You wouldn't know. He could have been into some stuff, Ray. My mommy listens to it as well, which is terrible.
Do anything for love,
but get away from there. Oh, Jesus. Oh, mother God.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, Ray. Anything else there, though?
I have a shout out. Have you shout outs?
We've
done the 2 birthdays.
I wonder, have I? No, I had Ellie anyway. Ellie's a big shout out to Kendies.
Yeah. I also.
I had to start looking at these, Ray. I'm losing ahead of me, sir.
I have a lad.
Go on, you have a lad.
I met.
No, literally, I have a lad.
Literally, I have a lad. Yeah. Young man that I met on Saturday night in It's Sligo Live. His name's Kevin Morgan.
Lovely.
And he came up to me and he says, "Just the podcast going great."
Go away.
And I said, "Well, fair play to you." He said, "Would you give us a shout out?" I said, "That's no problem. I'll give you my address so you can send a box of beers."
Oh,
so he said, "That's sound."
marvellous. That's all it takes, lads.
That's all it takes. Box of beers, the address. Gareth Cunningham will be there at the door waiting in her dressing gown and her unicorn slippers.
And you'll be absolutely delighted to see that, let me tell you. Oh!
There's so much dodgy stuff in this. Tomorrow night's
Not
going to be tough.
at all, man. Not at all.
How's episode 23?
Yeah, episode 23 is done.
I think it's come to my attention that we have no direction with this podcast. We're not going anywhere. It's getting worse every week.
Oh, I don't know.
This is our first one on our own in a little while now.
Is it?
We did a couple of guesty ones.
Well, we had a guest one with Ben Reed. We have another guest this week, fingers crossed.
No, don't even say it.
No, just but look, the aim of it is we're having some crack between the two of us, but it's up to you out there, and we love hearing feedback. So please, send us in ideas, but we are broadening the horizons in terms of the guests we're getting now as well.
Trying to.
We want to talk to people. We're about to get out there and talk to people.
So all we're doing is like 2 creepy young fellas sitting in the box room of a Sunday or Monday.
This was a very creepy episode.
Oh, it's very creepy. We're going to call this the creepy episode.
Yeah, this is the creepy.
There's more innuendo, huh?
Yeah. Hey.
I would do anything
for love, but come away from there.
That is the theme of this week's episode. I don't know if I put any of that in.
Yeah, we put
it could have been just one big supercut from the very start. We're going to say, "Oh, let's crack episode 23." Beep.
And thanks for listening.
Thanks very much for listening.
Hey, Ray, we haven't done it in a while.
Fair play to me.
And fair play to me.
That's
We'll
it.
see you. Good luck.
Good luck.